Wentz now on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Goes underneath, throws. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Back deep is Tavon Austin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And now running right through it. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good. Little gain. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Hicks able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Hey, 47. Then we're going to 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. On second down, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Let's go.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 51 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz to throw on second down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Awesome.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
47, 47. 26, 26.
On second down, Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, it's Prescott. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No. Doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, get out, get out. Under.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be second down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Let's go, let's finish now.
Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here we go. 46. 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 46. 46. Here we go. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Swing on the field. Right. Here we go. 47. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start out on the ground with a Johnny. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here we go. 47. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
41 for Will. Here we go. 180. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Here we go. 82. What's up?
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back.
To throw is Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Wallace. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Ajayi, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion, Allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Good. Here we go, 46. Let's go, let's finish now. 26.
Back to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get out. Right there. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Good. Here we go, 46.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. 41's the will.
Prescott to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old